Hello, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for outdoor comfort. Send your request into designs@patioheat.com for your personalized recommendations. Our one-on-one customer support helps you make the best decisions for your applications. We strive to earn your business. Visit our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Now let's get heating. All right, so we have this residential patio with a slope ceiling. And let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. So overall dimensions I have is 13 feet to the inside edge of the structure here from the wall. And then over here from the inside edge here to the inside edge over here, I have it 18 feet. I have a height here at the beam going across here on the left here, let's say, 11 feet to the top edge of that beam. So that would be up over here. Now I have this height at 18 inches, so that might be a little bit important as far as whether or not we're going to place the heater where we might be looking. And then also the overall height of the back side over here, I have that at 14 foot 6 inches to the top edge over here. Now you can see there are 4 beams coming across here. Didn't put the dimensions of the distance that I had, but let's go ahead and just mark that off real quick here. So I'm going to go from center to center on these so that we have that information. So that is 5 foot 10 inches, and then the inside edge that I have would be 5 foot 4 inches. It might be important if you're going to choose one of these options here. So let's go ahead, and I think that's all the dimensions that we're really looking for. So we'll turn that off. And also just note that there is a sliding door here. Now I have that sliding door 4 feet here, 4 feet over here, so it's centered within that span, and it shouldn't be an issue with regards to the placement. So let's go ahead and look at option number 1, which is the option that they were inquiring about, and that option would be placing 3 of the either 4,000s or 5,000 watt units, again at the elevation that you have here at this beam. So that would be about 10 foot off the finished floor, would be roughly where the heaters would be mounted. And so I would go with either a 4,000 or 5,000, probably if it was my choice, 5,000. However, I'm not quite sure that this is the best option available. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. Footprint of heat here you can see is only covering pretty much the left side of the patio seating area that they have here. And so this would not be my preferred option. And then also just want to mention that clearances above the heater, when you angle a C series heater or a WD series heater, they have to have 12 inches of clearance above, and then they also have to have 36 inches, or 18 inches below. So 18 inches below the heater, you would have to make sure that the heater is mounted in such a position, and you can even see here I'm actually penetrating it by about 1/4 of an inch or so. You'd have to make sure that the height of the heater is at the right elevation so that we're not penetrating that clearance area. Also, on this outside edge here, you can see that we're just making that clearance on both sides here, and that would be that equal space between each beam, which is that going back here to the dimensions, that 5 foot 4 inches, that would be centered within each one of those beams, and that's provided that's truly 5 foot 4 inches of clearance between here and the inside edge over here. All right, so let's go ahead and turn that off for a minute and look at maybe what I would recommend for this application. And my recommendation would be more something of this nature, where you're using 6,000 watt units on this side, a 6,000 watt unit on that side, possibly a 5,000 watt unit in the center, but I don't even think you really need that. each heater from its position here is going to put out at 30 degrees. I should say that all these heaters that I showed so far are at 30 degrees so that we get some angle down towards the ground. But at 30 degrees, you're going to get a maximum throw about 8 foot out from the heater itself. So if that was true, 8 and 8 would be 16. 6 inches of clearance on the back side of each heater. So that would be 15 feet from center is what you're going to really get coverage of. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat. And you can see that with the footprint of heat, we're getting a decent, like I said, 8 foot throw. It's a little bit hotter than the 5,000 watt that you see here in the middle. But I think this would be a pretty good application, even if you were to remove this 5,000 watt unit here. You can see that the coverage is fairly decent here. So let's go ahead and take the rooftop off for a second here and look at the overall coverage here. You can see, and even if we were to place the 5,000 watt unit back on there, let's see if I got that correct here. Yeah. Take off the top again. That's going to be a lot of overlapping arrays, so I really don't know that you actually need that 5,000 watt on this application. But this would be what I would recommend, is using 2 at least of the 6,000 watt units. I don't think you need the extra 5,000 watt unit. And then let's go back to what the customer's request might have been, and that would be the 5,000 watt units here. And again, you can see that the coverage isn't as decent as I would hope for, so I would probably go with the application that I'm kind of suggesting. So all right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you'd like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful. We don't advertise. We're not monetized. YouTube does not promote our channel in any way unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we truly appreciate you doing that. Have an excellent day.